Welcome to the Year 4 lesson for Part Unknown Questions. In this lesson, I'm learning to use repeated addition to solve part unknown questions. Let's imagine I've got 15 candles shared around a cake, and I want to work out how many candles must be on 3/5 of the cake. Well, you can see down here I've written how we can record that problem. The denominator means my cake has got 5 parts, so I could draw out my 5 pieces. And the easiest way to do that is to just draw a rectangle. And I can use the squares in my maths book to help me do that. I'm going to split it up into 5 pieces. And my numerator tells me I'm going to be interested in 3 pieces. So I can circle those pieces now. I'm interested in these 3 pieces. Now the 15 tells me how many candles I have in total, and these 15 candles are shared out evenly across the whole cake. So I need to think, what number should I put in every one of these pieces? The numbers must be the same, and when I add them up, they'll have to equal 15. Well, I know that if I put 3 candles in every one of these boxes, that will equal 15. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Now remember, in my question, I wanted to find out how many candles were on 3 pieces, and I've got my red circle around those 3 pieces. Well, 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9, so on 3 pieces of the cake, there are 9 candles. 3/5 of 15 is 9. Let's try another question. This time I've got 12 candles which are shared around the cake, and I want to find out how many candles are on 2/3 of the cake. You can see I've recorded that here. The denominator tells me there are 3 pieces of cake, so I can draw that down here. Remember, the easiest way is to draw a rectangle and then split that so it's in 3 pieces. My numerator tells me I'm interested in how many candles are on 2 pieces, so I can circle 2 of my pieces. And you can see I've got 12 candles, so I need to think how I can share out 12 candles among these 3 pieces, so I've got the same number of candles on each piece. Well, I know that if I put 4 candles on each piece, that would add to a total of 12, and we can check that. 4, 8, 12. So you can see I've shared out all the candles, and I've put 4 candles on each piece of the cake. Now remember, my question said I'm interested in how many candles are on 2 of the pieces, and I've got those 2 pieces circled down here. Well, 4 plus 4 is 8. So 2/3 of 12 is 8. Let's try one more question. This time I've got 8 candles which I've shared evenly around the cake, and I want to work out how many candles are on 3/4 of the cake. Well, I've recorded that here. You can see my denominator tells me I've got 4 pieces, so again I'm going to draw a rectangle and split that into 4 even pieces. And my numerator tells me I'm interested in 3 pieces, so I'm going to circle 3 of those pieces. Now you can see I've got 8 candles in total, so I need to share those 8 candles evenly among all the pieces of my cake. Well, I know that if I put 2 candles on every piece of my cake, I will share out all of my 8 candles. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I've shared out all my candles. Now remember, the question says I'm interested in how many candles are on 3 pieces of my cake. Well, here are my 3 pieces, so I can add them up. 2, 4, 6. So there are 6 candles on 3/4 of my cake, or 3/4 of 8 is 6. Let's have a think about the important things to remember in this question. Well, remember, we're using a diagram to help us answer these questions. This number here, the denominator, tells me how many pieces my cake needs to be split into. This number tells me how many pieces I'm interested in. And this is the total amount of candles or objects which I'm trying to share out among all my pieces of cake. And this number that we're working out is the total amount of candles that are on that many pieces. You can find the activity sheet that goes with this lesson in the Teacher Tools Fractions, Decimals and Percentages book from the Whitebook collection.